Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for your patience. We have fought our first battle, and it was against OBS, and we are victorious as we all stand here as successful individuals. I will be your GM, B. Zelda. My pronouns are they, them, and I am incredibly hyped about what we are going to be doing today. Not only are we playing some Thirsty Sword Lesbians, but all of your donations today are going towards the Rainbow Railroad. That's a lot of R's in my mouth. This is a Canadian charitable organization that helps lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer individuals escape violence and persecution in their home country. So this is a wonderful cause. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me. And let's do a little bit of a round table. Let's figure out who are these humans that are sharing this table with me, and let me know what playbook you are playing. So based on our existing little blurb, let's go to Lexi.
Hi, my name is Lexi. My pronouns are she, her. Are we supposed to be saying like, oh, what we're playing, or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna be playing the scoundrel. Quick rundown. I'm just playing. My character's name is Scout. She's pretty great. She uses she, her pronouns. Pretty much like the roller skating waitress, essentially, that everyone knows and loves and has a crush on, but she's already rolling away by the time you've got, hearts in your eyes.
Does she wear a lot of spandex? I feel like it's some kind of requirement in the world laws of if you roller skate, you must wear spandex.
Yes, lots of beautiful reflective spandex leggings, and then a cute top with peaches on it. She's totally bald and owns it, and has beautiful hoop earrings, golden hoop earrings.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I'm so here for Scout. All right, moving on. We have Jess.
It's me, as I frantically run around in my face. Okay, I'm so excited to be here. I'm Jess, the less cool Jess. Don't listen to the producer. That's the cooler Jess. I use they, them pronouns. I will also be playing a character that uses they, them pronouns. I'm playing Arlo, who uses one of the stretch goal playbooks called the Sun Hand. And the inspiration around the Sun Hand is being a baker, maybe an anxious lover of all their friends to protect, maybe a little neurodivergent. We don't know what's going on here. They really like to bake bread. And aesthetically, if you are on TikTok, I'm taking staring into your souls like Hannah Bread Talk, and just trying to give you the comfort that maybe I don't have in my mind.
I have not delved down that rabbit hole for TikTok, and I really, at the end of the stream, can you just bombard me on any space that you've ever communicated on those links?
Yes.
Please, thank you.
Yes.
Because I need that in my life. All right, moving on. Janaya, what are you playing? What are your pronouns? And welcome in.
Well, thank you. I'm Janaya. I use she, her pronouns, and I will be playing Alethea, she, they pronouns, who is the spooky witch. And Alethea is basically she started as that really scrawny, nerdy kid who always talked about dinosaurs and worms and bugs, and then she kind of remained that kid, but got more into plants and traded the dinosaur t-shirts for black cutoff t-shirts and tattoos.
What are some of her tattoos?
They're all botanical wraps, and you can if you were to see her in a swimsuit, which by God, she would never let you because she's too withdrawn, you could tell that it sort of started as a really inadvisable tramp stamp in high school and spread up the left side of her body and down the right. And it's all botanicals with little alchemical symbols mixed in.
Ooh, good vibes. Black and white or in color?
The botanicals are black and white, and the alchemical symbols are in bright colors.
Oh, I love that. That is so good. Heck, I'm so here for these beans. All right, moving on to a personal human favorite of mine, Adam Ali.
Oh no, that's a great intro. Everyone's so good. So I'm Adam Ali, also known as Nuden Ali, also known as Werewolf Feels. You can use any one of those names. Don't worry about it. You got this. My pronouns are he, him, but today I'll be playing Jack the Matriarch, whose pronouns are he, they, and they happen to be a werewolf pack leader at that. So they're a very interesting person. They wear a lot of like really tight shirts to show off as much of their body as they can. They're very proud of themselves. The suspenders kind of add to the look, always with an open collar, because something suggestive about that. And they're really proud of their beard slowly growing in. That said, everything else about them is hairy or not hairy, and you can never tell which. Sometimes it grows in front of your very eyes. Who knows why?
What about the beard, though? Can we zoom in on this beard? Is it patchy? Is this like the first kind of beard growth where it's like fluffy still and like it's not very coarse yet?
Yeah. They're in their like late 30s now, but this is the first time they managed to grow a beard, so it's getting nice and full, but it's still like really soft and really cozy. Just like them.
Yeah. Makes the best double up as a pillow, It serves two purposes, aesthetics and comfort. I'm very, very here for that. Well, the four of y'all, despite what you do in your day-to-day, you might be a volunteer, you might be an employee, or you might just be a regular, like the regular that shows up there at the exact same time every day. You don't even have to make eye contact with the barista because they just bring you your drink and then you move on. You all go to the same cafe, Lesbians Cafe, and this is a quaint place. It is entirely made out of wood. The walls have wood paneling. The floor is like this grayish brown hardwood that has been laminated nice and smooth so it's easy to clean when somebody inevitably spills their coffee. The countertop is made out of like this rich mahogany that has been well worn in sections where people lean up against the counter to make their orders. Even the cash register has been carved out of wood. This cafe has existed in this area for almost 100 years now. And it is so well known. It is a safe space for a lot of people. So many people have met their partners in Lesbians Cafe. So it's not unknown. It is not out of the ordinary to see a couple in the corner, first dates, blind dates. This is a well-known place in the area. And before we establish, well, maybe we might have to establish your roles in here, but we're going to multitask. We're going to figure out, how do you all know each other? Why do you all love and respect each other? And who causes drama? And to do that, we are going to move over to the Relationship Worksheet on Roll20. This is where we have already taken turns introducing our characters with their name, pronouns, and a look. Now, I do need to know everybody's emotional conflict. Who is your internal saboteur, Who is that person inside of your heart that says, you're not good enough? And what does that look like let's go around again, Scout.
I feel like Scout, like her inner emotional turmoil has a lot to do with the fact that she is like so showy and she knows people are attracted to her, but she absolutely is afraid of the vulnerability that comes from like an actual relationship. So she probably maybe has like, it's probably not just one person. It might be more than one person that she wishes she could commit to, but she just can't. She just can't do it. She's scared.
Oh, I love that. And it really, it feels right. You spend all day long twirling and just vibing and looking your best. You have eyes on you all day long, but you can't accept any of them. Oh, heck yes. All right, moving on. I gotta get my brain into people's characters' names. Arlo.
Okay. Ooh, boy howdy. I think Arlo is going to be really drawn to the energy of Alethea. There's something about having a spooky witch who really knows her way around spices. I think that could go hand in hand. That's the dream.
Really, really cute. And also, it's kind of pre-established, Arlo, you spend a lot of time in the kitchen here, so you are in fact an employee. I'm really curious to learn about Alethea's role. Are you just a visitor, a regular? Do you work here? Alethea, first off, what is your emotional conflict? What keeps you up at night when you're trying to sleep?
I think that Alethea's emotional conflict is that she really plays off her weirdness as like, yeah, I'm weird. Like, look at me, I'm weird, I'm weird. But on her inside, she's really looking for someone who's just like, you're not really all that weird. Like, you're one of us kind of thing. But she doesn't know how to connect with people other than like playing up the weird. And I think that her role at the cafe, I think she's a barista. And definitely like super snobby barista, because she has this unseen ability that she can see different creatures, spirits that remain with harvested plants and imbue them with whatever they pass on. So she's super picky about beans because she can see what creatures come with them and how they've been changed by the roast. And she can be like, no, those beans are screwed. Get those out. We only want these beans. I'm sorry. Yeah.
The conflict. Whoever is your supervisor, like, we need that because we gotta make money here. Like, I know I want a good community, but also you've thrown out 5 pounds of beans now, Alethea. This can't keep going. Oh, heck yes. All right, well then last but not least, Jack, our matriarch.
Mhm.
What hurts your heart? What clenches your soul in like a vice grip?
Look, this group of people may not be wolves, but they're still pack. So whenever they hurt, I hurt. Whenever they need something, I need it for them. Whenever their hearts are broken, my heart is itching to protect them.
Yes. Oh my goodness. You are a matriarch. You just want all your friends to be happy. Your found family.
Yep.
And what is your role in this establishment in Lesbians Cafe?
I think this is one where like he feels like he'd be a good, kind of server, going taking orders place to place. This is a sit down cafe,
Yeah.
or at least sometimes it is. When it's busy, just go to the counter. There's nothing we can do. But when they get the chance for things to calm down, they're going from person to person, being as personable as they can, talking about how they're doing. Everyone feels warm and welcome at this place, and everyone here works to make sure that energy is here. But Jack works I think one of the hardest to make sure everyone feels as cozy as physically possible.
Perfect. All right. Well, now we have a solid understanding of who these folks are, how heckin' cute they are, and how darn fashionable they are. So this will help us inform on some of the relationship questions. We're going to go kind of a roundabout again with we'll answer one question and we'll go off to the next person. So Scout, why don't you read out to me your first relationship question?
Okay. So who are you smitten with until recently?
Ooh.
Quick question. So does this have to be one of the players, or is this just...
Oh, you can 100% make up an NPC. I'm so here for that.
Oh my gosh. I'm so ready. Oh my gosh. Okay. I feel like Scout was smitten with whoever the supervisor was.
No!
Yes.
Dang it, Scout.
Like the one person that she's like, oh, like I cannot do a work relationship. This is gonna be bad. All these people, like I'm rolling by all these people. I know people have crushes on me. It's a whole thing, and it's like the one person that they could actually, she probably just admired like that they took care of things, were manager, focused, that whole thing. And she's very much not focused. So
her name is Socks. And she wears socks like on her hands, like her clothing are made out like sewed up socks. It's really an aesthetic, and she leans heavily into it. But she's also a very organized person, so like everything is sewn and patterned with intention.
Scout loves that. What is Socks' pronouns?
Let's go with she, her.
Okay. Scout is always wearing like patterned socks, like over top of her like leggings to be like, do you like my socks? And Socks probably doesn't give her the time of day, but no, it's okay.
Can you go get table 2? Come on, we're in a rush now.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Oh my goodness. All right, Arlo, what is your first relationship question?
Okie dokie. Is another PC an object of your devotion? I think that Arlo is not bold enough to dare say Alethea just yet. So if Jack is okay with it, I think
Yeah.
that vibe is very easy to cling to and be like, I want to work as hard at comforting people and encouraging people as they do. Jack is like, I'm 100% in on the Jack team.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna cry.
Oh, my word. All right, Alethea, what is your first relationship question?
Who thinks you are not all that weird? I definitely think it's Arlo. Thinks I'm not all that weird.
I think so too.
Yeah. And I think it's almost uncomfortable because I really want to play up the I'm weird as a way to connect. And then you're like, you're really not all that weird. And I'm like, oh, I guess that means that they don't want me to connect. And I just kind of like withdraw again. So,
Oh, my heart.
Ooh, we're gonna have to fix
no.
that. But yeah, I agree 100%.
Yes. All right, Jack, what is your first relationship question?
Who most reminds you of a beast?
Ooh.
But here's the thing. The way humans view beasts and the way beasts view beasts, very different. So I think Alethea is the person I view most as a beast because they've got that energy where they're trying to keep a part of themselves away. And that's probably not to their benefit, but there's a need to do it, and I respect that. That's what I relate to.
That is really
love
good.
that.
All right, back at the top of the order, Scout.
Okay. Who replaced them in your desire?
Yeah, you ain't into socks anymore. Probably just tired of socks never recognizing your socks.
Yeah.
You know, you spent a lot of time picking out really, really cute ones, and for what?
A lot of time, a lot of money. Who replaced?
And this is probably best if you pick a PC for this.
Yeah. See. Okay. I feel like if you're okay with it, Arlo, I feel like probably Scout probably just spends a lot of time like rushing between like taking things out, and the little moments that she gets to just like sit and talk to Arlo is probably like one of the best parts of her day. So
Aw.
Slow down time for each other. Okay.
yes. So
Cool.
That is heckin' cute. All right, well, Arlo, what is your second relationship?
Who looks out for you even when you don't look out for yourself? Oh god. So like any one of y'all, like the way you've built up these wonderful PCs could work. So I'm okay with any of them. So I've already got Jack. I'm devoted. So I think maybe we'll kind of lean in heavy and we'll try Scout. Scout's the sneaky one, like the busy, strong energy, and you're always scanning the area. You've got that eagle eye for that, so I think that's a good idea.
I was looking out for you.
Hey,
Excellent. Alethea, how about you?
Whom have the unseen warned you about?
Whoa,
I know, right?
that's an intense question.
I know. Well, the unseen they're not necessarily right? So, I don't know though. I feel like they could have warned me about Jack because there's a danger beast element there that like might not be a threat, but they might be like, no, we know better. You know, you gotta like be careful and watch yourself and not a plant. That's not a
Mhm.
plant. So
Hashtag not a plant.
hashtag not a plant.
Oh, that feels perfect. It really does. Oh my goodness. Well, Jack, what is your second relationship?
Who most reminds me of prey?
Oh my god.
Yeah, these are tough
These are hard.
questions.
Yeah, they go hard.
Okay. I don't think anyone seems to notice it, but Scout likes people. Like really likes people. And it's pretty obvious when they're interested in someone. It's kind of like a wounded gazelle. You see that and you're like, I need to help somehow. I'm so concerned. So definitely Scout.
Oh my goodness.
Scout thinks she's so secretive, and she's probably just not.
Right?
I got a +2 in heart. I can see everything.
That'll do it.
Yep. All right, Scout, what is your last relationship question?
My last question, who has almost as much flair as you? I would say I'm gonna go with Alethea. I really think Alethea has like a lot of like personality, flair, even to just like, I feel like I see how she like denies the supervisor the coffee beans and stuff and just spends a lot of time, and I'm like, yeah, that's it. And I just roll away.
Skate away.
But oh yeah.
Oh my gosh. For that to be the power move too. You know, and you know Socks has like a closet full of the coffee beans that have bad spirits, because those are the ones that get grinded on the days that Alethea is not working.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Oh heck. All right, Arlo, tell me about your last relationship.
Okay, last, definitely not least. Are you ready for this? Who did you save from a terrible fate?
Oh. Wow.
Alethea, you ready to have a dark past?
Oh yeah. Yes, please.
Yeah, I'm noodling. I'm thinking, you know, something to do with these unseens that you can see. Maybe it was a little hard to adjust to that power. And you know, how old are we?
I think Jack proclaimed that he's late 30s.
Mm-hmm.
Cool,
So
cool.
any like 20 up, pretty much.
Yeah. I think Alethea, was this a power pretty inherent? Like you've had it since you were a young kid?
Yeah. I mean, I think it was part of why I was so like weird
Yeah.
at first, but it didn't really manifest itself to where I was actually seeing the unseen until, you know, early adulthood, late teen years.
Word. I think we're about the same age, and maybe we went to the same school. And so when the powers started manifesting, you needed to like tell someone in order to not feel like you were going a little off the deep end.
I love that.
I would
Yeah.
love to be your anchor in this moment.
Yeah. I like that a lot.
Oh my gosh, that's so much history, so much bonding. Oh, that's so cute. All right, here for it. Alethea, what about you? Because all these questions, like these last questions, they are hard-hitting questions. So what is yours and how much is it going to scare me?
It's, for the spooky witch, it's not all that scary. It's who is your touchstone for what normal is.
Okay.
And I think that like quest for normal, I think actually my touchstone might be Scout. Because Scout's so outgoing and all of this stuff, and that's like everything Alethea is not. And so she's like, well, I'm not normal and that's not me, and so that must be what I'm striving for.
Excellent. Oh my gosh. Scout, how does that make you feel? Somebody thinks that you're normal.
It's so funny because Scout absolutely is like admiring you as well for like not being normal, but like she wishes her normal could be your normal. Like
That is really cute. All right, we got one more relationship question.
True. Who has seen me at my most bestial?
Oh, there's the question. There it is.
Yeah. Does any PC want this? Because I feel like this is one that I do need to ask, especially for consent for. You saw someone turn into a wolf.
Mm-hmm.
That's not pretty.
I'm game. Like I'm fine. I consent in advance if you need.
Yeah. I feel like it wasn't. It was somewhat long ago. I feel because this would probably happen when you were a teenager, and Jack was in their 20s, and they were different then. You know, a lot less hairy, a lot less bulky, a lot less into wearing flannel. But it doesn't matter what a person looks like on the outside when the wolf comes out. It is not just cute fur appearing on someone's skin. It is bones cracking and hearts pounding and eyes suddenly bright and a very different color. Seeing that in the middle of the forest, probably a terrifying sight.
You know, only a little bit horrifying.
Yep.
Did you ever make the connection, Arlo, that was Jack?
I kind of want to leave that in Jack's ballpark. Like, did you want to think is the connection that I saw you literally transform, or I just saw you in beast form and like coming out of it?
I think I would have loved it if you saw me transform and then you talked to me afterward. And maybe that's how we formed this connection where like you're kind of my mentee because you trust me because you know my biggest, darkest secret. And I trust you because I know not only do you know something that's scary, but you survived it, which is pretty impressive.
Wow.
Hell yeah. I'm so game. I'm like, normally I find so much liveliness in bread making. My normal life is so normal compared to yours. And I'm like, you do the thing and then you do that thing? Wow. What a leader. Teach me your ways. Maybe not the transforming thing. We'll think about that.
It's all about work-life balance, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, also, really quickly, we are less than $150 away from that goal. We are so heckin' close, and shout out to those recent donos. Y'all are amazing. All right. So I'm going to bring us over to the string pages. And what that means, you can each assign either a 0, 1, or 2 strings to each of the other players, depending on how much emotional sway each other character holds with them. So really reflect upon what we learned about each other. Arlo and Jack, like, if you don't pick 2, I don't know what you're doing for each other. And then amongst those where there might be some, I don't want to use the word conflict, but like misunderstandings, like Alethea and Scout.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm moving the wrong ones.
Ah!
Okay.
It's like, why is mine moving down?
Oh.
I ruined everything already.
Now
Now we
you
can do
created the right
whatever
amount of
we
chaos.
want.
Right? Everybody had 4 strings.
Yeah, like you said, definitely Jack is going to have 2 strings on me.
I'm like kind of trying to figure out if Arlo has 2 or just 1 for
so
Scout.
our buttons, we're supposed to move our own little faces in how much strings we think we have on the other person. They have on us. How does this work?
Oh, so my understanding.
Wait, am I thinking backwards?
Yeah, I'm really second guessing my own thought process. Okay, my understanding was, so like whatever one, Jack, you got like the big profile, that box you are in control of. You touch that box only. So you're moving your friends' profiles based on how much sway you think they have on you.
Yes, got it.
Okay, that is a very good question.
I think that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
The tiny tokens are the people who have power over us in relation to our box. Okay.
Perfect.
Right, this looks
Lexi,
good.
you mentioned what? I'm sorry. You mentioned something about Arlo.
Yeah, I can't. I'm trying to decide because I think since Arlo has taken the new space, in Scout's heart. It's like, I feel like that should be 2,
Okay.
but
I think I
Or is it
agree with
1?
it.
Okay.
I think you don't realize that I already know. Like, everyone else knows. We know you know. We know that you don't know that we know.
yeah. I'm like,
So that
I'm so
makes sense.
secretive. I'm so secretive.
I'm so
Nobody
chill.
will ever know.
I'm so cool.
Yeah. I'm just level-headed, in every situation. I'm really, really hard to read.
I mean,
Just,
this is
oh
not
my
socks
gosh.
anymore, so that's good.
An improvement. Mhm. Mhm.
Thanks,
All
guys.
right, fabulous. So the scene opens up with a regular shift in Lesbians Cafe. It is a little bit busier than normal. It is what day of the week are we? It is a nice Saturday evening, and this cafe, opens pretty early, stays open pretty late, usually around 9 o'clock. They'll clear off some of the tables, and there'll be some live music playing. The small little dance section, but for now, things are starting to wind down. There are patrons whispering in comforting circles at various tables. There is only maybe a small lineup at the cash register. And let's just set a little scene for where everybody is and what they're doing. And it should be noted that there are a handful of other employees here. Gosh, Iris is a healer. I think, either Iris or Aiden are also going to work here, Jack. What role do we think your fam would have?
Yeah, I think Iris is the closest person to Jack's age and the closest thing they have to a second. So they probably work somewhere entirely different in their own domain. Aiden, though, Aiden works here. Um, he's a warrior. He's like a fighter, but he's also the cutest nerd you've ever seen.
Oh my gosh.
He has a pair of glasses that he has to replace every week.
Oh, I love that. Are they looking so good right now? Or are they taped up and still they can be replaced again?
Yeah, they need to be replaced again.
Yeah, okay. Bit of a crack over one. This is good. And then in the back, we have Suhani, and you can just smell yeast and bread baking. Arlo, Alethea, Jack, and Scout, where are you in Lesbians Cafe as things are starting to wind down for the evening?
I've got a big old tub and I'm just collecting dirty dishes, doing the bussing.
Aw.
Love it. It's way past baker time. I've done all of the pastries, so like I'm covered in flour. I'm just doing the cleanup and prep for tomorrow, kind of making my way, looking around, and just doing the tidying.
I'm still behind the coffee station, and I like the drink orders have slowed down at this point, but I'm still trying to perfect this thing. And I've got a bunch of tiny little vials of different little plant extracts that I'm trying to find the perfect mix of like coffee and chill for the evening coffee.
I love that. How about you, Scout?
I think Scout is, she's working. I know you said that there's live music. She's probably like, live music probably died down by this hour, so she's probably like messing with the aux cord and like talking to the guests while they're like getting their drinks and leaving and such. But yeah.
You all know that today there was supposed to be some live music, but for whatever reason, the artist didn't show up. The musician never made it. So Aiden at some point did his best with a acoustic guitar, played some really bad copies of like, I don't know, music, whatever people play on acoustic guitars.
Little banana pancakes.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
He really tries his best. Nobody had paid any attention to him. It was mostly just kind of him strumming to kind of keep the vibe up, since live music is really what Lesbians is known for in the evening. And Scout, as you're kind of fiddling with the aux cable, the door in the front of the cafe slams against the wall as somebody enters with forcefulness. They are dressed in a ripped Metallica shirt. He has jeans that have holes in it, black combat boots that go past like halfway up the knee or up to the knee, and he's covered in these red purple scales that when they catch the light they look a little iridescent, and he looks pissed. This is the place? This is the place that I was supposed to play at. What? This place fucking sucks. What would everybody like to do?
I'm gonna head right off. Excuse me, my name is Jack. How can I help you?
How can you help me? I was supposed to play here. I got the wrong address. I played it somewhere else. They didn't pay me, and they sent me here, and now I realize this is the place that I can't. I am worth so much more than that. Do you know who I am?
You know, I'll be honest. I don't, but I would love to hear it. Why don't you just tell me about yourself?
And he starts to sputter. And when he sputters, flames shoot out of his nostrils. The name's Dragon Rage, and I shred. Who the hell are you supposed to be?
Like I said, I'm Jack. I'm just a waiter here.
Who are you? Are you the manager? If you're not the manager, I shouldn't be talking with you.
Stock's ain't here right now, so yeah, you can talk to me. Closest thing, promise.
More flames shoot from his nostrils. You need to pay me for what I would have been owed to play here and at that I think I played for squirrels. It was just in a tree and there was like I shouldn't waste my time with this.
Well, look, I know you've been through a lot. Why don't you just sit down? I'll get you some coffee and we can chat.
No. You don't get to tell me what to do. Either you pay me or I'm burning this place down. I burned that squirrel house down too. It was useless.
I think at this point you see Arlo walking up behind Jack for some support. You just see, big beefy baker forearms, making sure those sleeves are extra rolled up, being like, Dragon Rage. Yeah, you definitely rage now over here. Okay, well, let's see if you do more than 40 HP damage here, right? Why were you playing for the squirrels? Why didn't you realize that wasn't where you were supposed to play?
Because it's called Lesbians Cafe. How am I supposed to know if it's squirrels or it's not? Come on! Anybody would make that mistake.
Are you new to this town?
Or to, like, the existence of words.
Questioning me? Dragon Rage? Oh, this is not an easy voice.
Yeah.
And he pulls, he has like a guitar bag that he takes off of his shoulder, unzips it, and I don't know guitar words, but it's the ones with like the two long bits. Are those called frets?
Yeah.
Like the whole neck? Like
the neck.
A double neck
Double
guitar.
neck. Yeah.
Okay.
Look at me learning.
You got there.
Good. The double neck guitar and almost like a cones on the end where like you do the tuning bits. And he wraps it around one of his shoulders. You don't get to tell me what to do. You don't get to call me silly, brainless. I have plenty of brains. And he strums a note. And from the end of the guitar head's necks, flames begin to shoot out and the rafters start to catch a little bit.
Oh, wow. Like maybe tone that down I'm just going to reach for his little, like just the electric dial on the bottom of it. And I'm just like, you would be great for my ovens. I'm not the rafters. No.
I can't tell.
It's not.
All right. I think this is enough. You got to calm down, go home, come back tomorrow and we'll talk about it. Listen, you're not going to get anything good out of this. Trust me on that. I think this is words of wisdom, despite the fact it's not said in the kindest voice. And I am strong in the real way. So when I provide words of wisdom, if they listen, I can. Oh, right. And they listen. So, is Dragon Rage gonna listen?
What are your words of wisdom? Come
Let's
back.
go home, come back tomorrow, and we'll talk. Because then at least the manager will forget.
You know what? He looks at you with he's got eyes like on the side of his head. So he's got to like tilt I should talk in my mic. He's got to tilt his head one way to like really make good eye contact with you with like one yellow eye. Fine. I'm listening.
Okay, I get it. You want money, right? Truth is, we ain't got none, and we're not really responsible for your mistake. Is there something else going on here? Because it doesn't seem like this is just about one job gone awry. I'm going to try and figure Dragon Rage out.
Yeah.
So I rolled plus wit.
Thank you. Yes. First roll of the day.
And it's a 6.
You sucked.
It's a 3. Oh god, that's worse. Yep.
Well, mark experience.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Oh, goodness. What are some of your conditions? Is embarrassed a condition? I gotta peek at it.
Insecure could be a condition. Hopeless, guilty, frightened, or angry. And insecure.
Ooh. You are feeling a little hopeless in this situation. And you address Dragon Rage. Like what else is going on? Like we don't have the money. I just need you to go somewhere else. And Dragon Rage's eyes glitter. This isn't going to be the last you see of me. You mark my words. And with his guitar still out, he marches outside. The silence that had filled the cafe, the murmuring patrons, they all kind of look wide-eyed at the two of you, Arlo and Jack. Aiden from the stage whispers, is everybody okay?
I climb out from behind the coffee stand, and kind of like sit on the counter and throw my legs over and pick up the like water bottle and come over and like spray water on all the things that are still sort of smoldery.
Yeah, I
And,
was
like,
gonna say. Oh yeah, go ahead.
And just kind of like shrug and kind of move away.
Yeah, I was gonna say Scout was gonna roll over and take someone's cup of coffee and just throw it up. But water's probably better.
Or you all work here. We know where the fire extinguishers are, and we're like, no.
Absolutely not.
Or you could have absolutely done the thing with the coffee, and then Alethea just like gets over there because she's slower because she doesn't have the roller skates on, and she's just standing there with the water. Like, did anyone want water?
One patron puts a hand up. I'll take some water.
Okay.
Thanks. That was scary.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Actually. Technically speaking, Dragon Rage did take my advice.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Might not go home, but yeah.
I'd like to roll heart, and hopefully good things will happen this time. Okay, that's good. So they take a +1/4 to pursue my advice, which doesn't really matter because they're an NPC. Great stuff.
I like that though. Like this is bad. Okay, it's fine. Everything's fine. So who was in the back? Sahani steps out from the back, and much like Arlo, they're just covered in flour, and they're holding on to like a loaf of bread. I just made some bread, and I don't know if it's me, but I can smell burning. Does anybody else smell that? And sure enough, the smell of burning wood, it's coming from the kitchen, but not in the kitchen.
Skate back there. I'm gonna skate back there and see what.
Skate back there? Yeah, I'm hopping counters. I'm like, not my baby, not the kitchen. I can bake bread anywhere, but y'all can't.
Yeah.
Scout, give me a daring or a wit, whatever you feel like works the best.
All right. Okie dokie. I'm gonna do daring because I think.
I figured one of those you'd have something good in.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh,
So
Lord.
go ahead and mark experience.
Yay.
And you skate into the back and you stumble over like a cake pan that was kind of left on the floor. But beyond that, you cannot figure out where this burning smell is coming from. There's no smoke in here. You know, Sahani turned off all of the ovens. Between them and Arlo, you know, they're kind of done with all the baking.
Arlo, do you smell the burn? I'm still smelling it. I just don't know where it's coming from. I don't think it's coming from back here. Sahani, are you sure that, you turned everything off?
Oh yeah, it's part of the order of operations. You know, this loaf of bread is I'm bringing it home. I'm gonna share it with all the birds that Jack and I we sometimes hang out with them. They're really nice. They make a mean I was gonna say omelet, but that might be cruel. I don't know. It's unfertilized. I'm not sure. They're really
Yeah.
nice people.
I'm
Birds.
I'm so happy that you have that relationship with those birds. Honestly, it's a prize. I'm really worried about this burning, but I want to hear more about the birds, but the burning too.
Yeah, why don't we walk and talk? I mean, you'll skate. Here, I'll cut you off a slice of bread. Just still fresh, still hot.
Oh, thank you so much. Just keep going.
You just have a musician named Dragon Rage in here. Is everything that he singed, is it all taken care of? Did we miss a spot?
I threw coffee on it, so I don't know if we missed. I didn't miss a spot with my coffee.
Yep. And you just see them sadly holding the fire extinguisher. Yeah, coffee.
Oh my gosh, where did that come from? Okay, never
Do we
mind.
have one of those?
I didn't know we had one of those.
Wow.
Just stare pained at Jack.
Right, sorry. I'm gonna start sniffing around, quite literally. You know, like they walk into a place, walk into another place, trying to see if they can track where the burning is coming from.
Big
Huh.
woofs.
I would take a wit or honestly even heart. Because I feel like you're doing what is really you, you know?
Yeah, I absolutely agree.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
You follow your nose. And, you know, at first you're sniffing around and it tracks you to the singed rafters up ahead where there used to be like leaves, like dried leaves and stuff hanging down, but they lit up and crumbled to ash immediately. And then your nose passes that area and you go towards the exit. As you open up the door, those little chimes, they jingle gently, and you step outside into the dark of the evening. Overhead, the stars dopple the sky, and it creates a really nice light. The moon also provides a decent source of light. Not that you really need that, anyways. And you continue to follow your nose around the outside of Lesbians Cafe. You almost do a full circle until you come to a section. Well, you see it, and you probably smell it at the same time. The outside by the kitchen of Lesbians Cafe is lit up. The tree is rather thick, but it is burning through, and without much more time, it is going to start to burn through the inside.
How do I fix this? How do I fix this? Arlo, please, out here. Water, bucket of water. We need a bucket of water.
Okay, I'm assuming at this point, anyone throwing liquid around also would like the fire extinguisher. That's fine. I'll grab both.
I will grab the seltzer bottles and also go with, but apologetically to Arlo. I mean, just in case the fire extinguisher isn't enough.
You're right. You know, I mean, it does not have any organic spirits, just fake stuff. Got it. Yeah, true. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Scout's gonna grab the phone and just be like, in case someone needs to call for help, I guess.
We are the
Yeah, that's true.
All right, Arla, with your fire extinguisher and your bucket of water. You can rush outside, and Jack is standing outside of a flame that is growing. This, I like to imagine the cafe was also carved out of a tree, but like a sequoia tree, so it's massive. That might have been the confusion with the squirrels and the lesbians. I don't
No, I
think
get
that's
it,
real.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't want to give Dragon Rage any any credit. But the fire is raging upwards, and it's creating this ugly, almost like scorched scar across this tree.
Well, that's not good for the feng shui in the cafe. We should like minimize the damage here. Can we stop this? Does it look like a normal fire?
It's a deeper red, and there are hints of an iridescent purple, almost
no.
like Dragon Rage's scales.
Oh. Almost bisexual flames. Great. Pissed off a bisexual.
Yeah.
No,
Kind
what
of
are we gonna
rage.
do? What are we gonna do?
Okay, well, I'm gonna try the normal things. Let me do the mundane things and yeet some extinguisher at it.
Yeah, what does that look like?
And for as much bravado as they've been touting with knowing where the fire extinguisher is, I think very few times have I had to pull the pin. So I'm just like, yep, okay. Pointing dramatically and then like firing the trigger, and it takes, a couple times, but I get it. You start seeing the foam. Does it reach high enough?
No.
Yeah,
And it doesn't
okay.
quite
Oh.
smother. It's like there's a split second where the foam reaches the fire and the fire goes out, and then it stretches out from the outsides of the foam and start to spread in a different direction.
Oh, great. One of these
Inside
days.
the cafe, you can start to hear screaming. Fire! There's definitely fire.
Yeah, please exit. The
In
emergency
orderly
exits are
fashion.
the nearest buildings.
Yeah.
Come on, go.
I think Sahani is probably trying to guide people with like their calm, poised bakersness.
Althea, you're a witch. You're the only person who could probably do something about that, because I'm guessing it's not normal.
Alethea like pats all of her pockets and pulls out like these different little vials of plants and is like, okay, give me a minute. And she like downs this one vial and like drops to the ground and sort of like goes into this almost meditative pose. And I would like to commune with the unseen. When you perform a ritual to commune with the unseen, give a dangerous unseen a string on you and roll spirit. Yes. Okay. So I have to give a string to a dangerous unseen. And my unseen are sort of usually just the plants that are like the spirits that come with the plants after they've been harvested. But I imagine there might be unseen involved with this fire. Because it's also kind of a magical effect sort of thing. So maybe I need to give a string on like a fire spirit.
I think that would be cool. So on your strings pages, I have added, I think I figured out what those little orbs are for. Those are for NPCs. Solved it. Because they can have strings on you as well. So Unseen Lord Wonka, and that was the default name that it had. It was just Lord Wonka. I didn't
Love
choose that, so we just added Unseen to it. They now have a string on you.
Okay, that can't possibly be a problem. And so because I rolled a Well, I get 2, so I can either hide something in the unseen world, learn something important from the unseen. Good idea. I would like to do that first. I would like to know from the unseen what is it that can stop this fire?
There's a moment in your meditative state where nothing happens and you can just feel the roar of this magical fire as it blazes across the building. And then a spirit pulls itself out of those magical flames as if rejected by them, and they collapse right next to you. They are a gopher wearing a three-piece suit and a top hat and a monocle. And they look at you for a minute, kind of frazzled, and then they try to like brush themselves together. Dearie me, what am I doing here?
Oh my goodness, are you all right?
Oh, I just fell from those flames. It's so hot there, I thought I was cooking.
From the flames. You don't have, are you okay? Are you burnt?
And like they look at themselves and they see through themselves. You know, I think I died to those fires. Did you watch me? Did I just die?
Oh, I don't think so. I think we would have noticed.
And they look up for a second. There's a lot more stars than I remember.
Oh, maybe you were stuck with the wood and you came out of the wood. Oh, we'll talk about it later, but you don't happen to know what it is that we could do about the fire.
That fire right there?
Yeah, we tried the normal anti-fire things and we can't make it stop.
Well, you see, I think it's all coming back to me. I tried to fight the fire, and the fire said, fuck you, and then consumed me. So, if you just want to, like, challenge it to a duel, it'll go fine. You won't end up as a spirit of the flames or anything.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. So don't say fuck you and fight it politely is what you're telling me?
Yeah. That was my method. I fought it only with my cane and my top hat. I don't know where my cane is.
I'm sorry. That seems very unfortunate.
It was really nice. You know, my grandmother carved it.
Well, all right. Thank you. We'll work on your cane. Hold on just a sec.
Yeah, I'm gonna go find a snack. I don't know how far I can go from you, but I gotta try it out.
All right. Good luck. There's scones if you go around the front, but it's on fire. Okay. And then for my second one, the other thing I can do is temporarily alter the unseen nature of the place. Ooh. And I would like to invigorate the unseen spirits within the building to hold on and resist the fire. Like I would basically like to animate them and make them push back and sort of heal against the fire for my second option.
I love that. Is there any like outward flare that the others would notice as you try to make that happen?
Yeah, I think that like Alethea doesn't know what she looks like when she does any of this, but she kind of pulls her hands out a little bit and like tendrils of sort of spirit come from her and move into the wall, and the wall sort of enlivens a little bit and glows back this kind of cool blue color against the flames. And then Alethea kind of opens her eyes and looks around and says, "We have to fight the fire politely."
Cool. Can I do my Fool's Rush in and just like go?
Yes.
Cool, great. I'm gonna skate over to the tree and then jump and land on it like this and be like, "Hey, fire. Hey, just want to talk to you. Would like to battle."
Do you need to roll for your Fool's Rush in?
I think that I do.
Okay.
I love this. I see Scout and like Arlo was just chilling, like doing a sneak attack, like using, mountain climbing, baking, all the same, all forearm, right? So I was starting to climb the tree.
Oh yeah.
And just like halfway up, and then all of a sudden, Scout, leap of
Oh, yeah.
faith. I'm like,
Just completely just jumps like whoop. Yes, when I vault into a situation without forethought, give someone dangerous to me a string and take a +1 forward to defy disaster.
oh god.
Okay, so what would I be rolling for this?
If it doesn't say, I think maybe it's a string. It's just that the action it happens, but you have the fire has a string or whatever.
Do you have a move? Like, can you click your defy disaster?
Yes, I can do that.
Okay. Then it will still ask. Probably daring.
It's... Oh. Is it that? There we go.
Give someone dangerous to you a string. Yeah, mark XP and take +1 forward to defy disaster. Okay. So now you're gonna roll, I think, defy. No, okay, I see. Yeah. So now you will roll defy disaster, and you have +1.
Okay.
Mark +1 forward to defy disaster. Yes.
I don't see. Where's defy disaster? Oh, there it is. Here we go. And I think I just... Okay, quick question. Roll 20 question. Do I click the dice buttons? It looks like 2 dice.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I do.
Pop-up should come up, sanctify disaster using
there we
daring.
go.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Ha 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 ha.
Did it?
Even with your +1. It's not good. So
Not the best.
walk me through what went wrong with that really cool skating move. Like you rushed in without a second thought. How could that be a bad thing?
Yeah, I jump up and I go to hug the tree, but I'm like yelling from the bottom. I don't really realize it that Arlo is probably taller, like already higher up on the tree than me. And I'm like, oh, this is such a rough climb. And then I look over and I see that they're like already like way higher than me. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I'm just on the ground. Like I just did not jump at all. So I'm probably just at the base of the tree. But yeah.
But you did try to greet the fire. And do you recall what you said?
You said, hey, fire. I don't know what came after. Hey, fire, just want to talk. I think I might have just said like something along the lines of just want to talk. Did I say anything about challenging? I don't know.
Just casually, politely wanted to fight, you know.
Yeah.
It was just a
Hey,
soft
fire.
duel.
Yeah. It's a one-on-one.
Can I fight you, please? You know, if you got the time.
Just don't want to inconvenience you, but I'm here.
We'll
I've got
pick a
roller
different date,
skates.
different time, you know, whenever it works.
We can match up our Google calendars. It's okay. We'll figure it out.
2 eyes open up from the flames that are still getting larger. And they are dramatic eyes. I don't know, like, what is a good touchstone? It's not humanized by any stretch of the imagination. I'm getting like Sauron vibes, but less creepy.
Yeah.
But still kind of creepy. And they open up and they turn towards you, Scout, and they look down. Oh, do you want to fight Lil ol' me? The fire asks you.
Yeah, I mean, if you're up for it, you know.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing else to do. I just dumped that boyfriend of mine. Now I got some time to let some things on fire.
Dump that boyfriend. What?
Yeah, you ever seen a dragon? A dragon who stomps around with a guitar? I was spending some time on that guitar, and he was an absolute dick. So I said, "Screw you and your guitar. I'm gonna go trail my own blaze, my own path." Yeah.
Oh my gosh, honestly, more power to you.
Thank you.
Quick question before we do our little fight. What was the name of your boyfriend?
Oh, he called himself Dragon Rage. He was more like a dragon baby, though, if you ask me.
Yeah, I pulled up some of his music and it was so lame. It was like he only had one track on Spotify. I was just confused.
I mean, wait till you find out what his real name is. But that's a secret for after we fight. And his music, he only knows how to play 4 notes, and he plays an electric guitar. You know, it's real sad.
Oh gosh. Okay. Well, I'll think more about how disappointing that is after we fight.
Oh, yeah. I'm getting real strong over here. This tree is good for burning.
Yeah, could we find somewhere else to fight? This is like kind of this tree you're on is kind of our livelihood. It's a place that we like work and people are in there, living and drinking coffee.
Oh, you live in this tree here? This thing that I'm eating right now is a tasty tree.
I mean, I don't live here. Do I live here? I don't live here. Um, but there are people that do. And also, it's just like I work here. I don't want you to, I can't have you burning this place up.
All right. Scout, you have a string on Fire Babe.
Nice.
Yay.
Let's see. I want you to use the string, but I'm still working on how. So you can entice them, you can figure them out, offer emotional support, kiss in a dangerous situation, or influence with the string.
Okay. Okay. I think that Scout is trying to just. I think Scout knows that she probably has to fight her, so she's probably just gonna try to entice them to move to a different place, or just like leave lesbians alone.
Yeah. So if that is an entice, I think same idea. If you go ahead and click that, let's say with heart.
Okay. Let's see if it'll happen.
Quite the enticement there.
Oh.
Jeez. Okay. Here we go with heart.
Yeah, with that +1, that is an 11.
Oof. Bless.
Okay. Fire Babe down. The flames start to resolve themselves into a shape of a person. And I'm trying to think of I've been watching a lot of Drag Race recently. So a really good cinched waist, big hips that don't make any human sense, like that big. Like a large bust and just like big hair that like flows out like a cape behind them. And she pulls herself into this form and steps off of the Lesbians Cafe. Yeah, no, that's a pretty compelling argument you gave me there. If you live in this there tree, I don't have to eat it. I got other trees I could eat. You know, a girl's gotta live, a girl's gotta burn things down. You know how it is.
More snaps. Absolutely.
Have we been seeing this?
Oh yeah.
This tree.
I was about to say, I'm like, are we hearing? Are we hearing Flame Babe?
Wait, and hold on. Why do you gotta fight at all? I mean, you're a natural part of the ecosystem. You know, burning down forests helps new forests grow.
Oh yes, what I do? What's your name there, honey? My name is Flame Babe. Just broke up with my boyfriend. I'm available.
My name is Jack, and it's been a while since I had a boyfriend or girlfriend or any friend. Well, no, I do
really
have
know how to
friends.
gun to myself. I'm just fire. You know, I use them all.
Well, it's lovely to meet you.
Yeah, I'm here to fight. You know, I've been trapping a guitar for some time, and I just got some energy to use. Normally, when I was hanging out with their Dragon Rage, he would be like, Flame Babe, go fight this person. I don't like the way they said my music wasn't good. And I'd go fight them, and then I would consume them. And then I'd be like, if only I could eat some trees. That's so much better than eating people. And here we are.
Well,
Alethea quietly raised their hand. Have
Yes,
you
the spooky
considered
one.
maybe consuming a nice cup of coffee? A good scone?
I have never considered that. You see, I got all this fury pent up inside of me, and it often helps when I can just bash the bodies of my enemies.
Well, I
Really
mean,
makes me feel better.
if you don't mind me saying so, McFlame,
Huh.
I don't think what you got is fury. I think what you got is energy. You know, and energy can be expended a number of different ways.
I think you are on to something. I mean, Scout, you and I should still fight something. You asked me so darn
Oh.
nicely.
Absolutely. You know,
Yeah.
it'll be a date. It'll be a date.
Oh, let's make it a date. But you there, Jack? What you talking about? What kind of energy burning things can we do in a place like this? Like, there's a lot of trees I could burn.
I mean, if you're a fan of wood, I could help with that.
I am. Okay,
Uh,
hold up. I need to get back at that ex of mine. Could we all go out on a date together? And maybe just make it something that he'll be super jealous about?
Amazing. I'm down.
Got one yes. Jack, it was your idea. You there, spooky one. What are you thinking? With the plant tattoos?
Oh, I think that Alethea looks up. I was looking for my smitten move to figure out what I do when I'm smitten, because I'm pretty sure that Alethea is just completely smitten with this flame being that came out, and I can't find. Oh, there it is. When you become smitten with someone, say why and give them a string on me and answer the question. But I think that I do have a tendency to just say weird stuff when I like someone as part of my playbook, and so Alethea just looks up and she goes, energy is really a consistent force that moves around, but it doesn't ever actually go anywhere. It's kind of neat. Like, yeah, sure.
Oh, all right. That was an answer.
I mean, it sure was.
And you there with the flower covering you. That is very flammable if you ever want to catch fire, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, Alethea told us we had to fight you nicely, and then I'd been climbing the tree, and you just see me like clapping, just coming down, and like the original plan was like, I make dough, I make special dough, and I was gonna give you sugar crust, and now I just have a plop of dough, and it's supposed to make you not aggressive, but
I mean, if you want to throw that into, I love blazing. I love getting hot. Toss that flower into me. I'm ready.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So mark the beginning
okay,
of our date.
let's fucking go. Are we all smitten by Flame Babe now?
Scout, this is Scout's new bestie. that's what it is.
I would actually
Yeah.
like to try and figure out our flame friend.
Mhm.
So I'm going to roll with wit.
Thank you. All right.
Now that
Oh yeah, you're hopeless.
but that's to defy disaster. We're not.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
I'm trying to recall, to repair conditions, you need like a moment with your friends to kind of talk it out.
Yeah. For the case of hopeless, I can lose myself in escapism or pleasure when I should be doing something important. That might help. But right now, I'm not doing that. I do have the ability to ask one question because I'm figuring them out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, two questions, and they may ask one of me.
Ooh, okay. Yes, two questions, but they may ask one of you. Perfect.
Right.
What kind of questions you got for this?
Well, what are their
Flame
actual feelings towards Dragon Rage?
Jack, you are the oldest amongst the group. You have seen your friends, your family fall in love, get hurt, and then not fall out of love. And that kind of attitude you see just playing across Flame Babe's face, fiery face. The way that she's talking about Dragon Rage, even though she's trying to shit on him, you still know that she might have a thing for that weird dragon person.
How could I get you to not burn things with living people inside of them?
You think that they're probably a reasonable person. They've just surrounded themselves with a lot of toxic energy, a lot of toxic masculinity.
Yeah.
So they haven't had they need all of them. Just like proper friends, proper exposure,
All right, you got to ask one of me now, friend.
How would you feel Oh God, what do they have to offer? How would you feel if Flame Babe tried to hold your hand?
Ooh,
Spicy.
really curious. I don't know what happens when you hold something with it's made out of fire. That's intriguing.
Who knows? It might come up.
You know what? Tell you what. How about we paint the town yellow? You know, go out on a little friend date, all of us.
Ooh, yeah. Gotta take some pictures. Gotta make sure Dragon Rage is jealous, though.
Mm-hmm,
Very
mm-hmm.
important. Also,
Yeah.
why yellow? Why can't we paint it fiery red, like fire truck red?
Well, fire is the red is the dying color of fire. Yellow is where it's strongest, right?
Oh, honey, you are good at this. You are very good. If you notice, I got some purple in me. I got some iridescent purple. I change
Ooh.
colors based on the people I hang out with. So I wonder what kind of color I'm gonna be when I hang out with y'all.
Let's find out.
Well, sounds good.
I
Alright.
extend my arm in like a sort of gentlemanly way and nod my head like, let's go.
Flame Babe reaches out, and before like her hand, like his hand really gets close to you, they say, "Are you magical? Because I can really only touch things that are magic."
I'm more than just a little magical. Let's just say that.
All right. And the two of you are in fact able to hold hands. Okay, I think right now is probably a good time for a break because we have a date when we
Yeah.
get back. This is going to be the most silly, wonderful, delightful friend date, and I cannot wait. We will be back in 10.
Date for
All right, hello and welcome back to the continuation of our Thirsty Sword Lesbians Cafe. We are picking up on a friend date. The crew, in an effort to save their cafe, which has received a couple of scorch marks, mostly on the outside, with Alethea's spirit powers, she was able to preserve pretty much anything from ever getting any smoke damage on the inside. Just the outside looks a little metal now. And Scout and Arlo and Jack and everyone were able to talk to the flame. Turns out the flame itself was sentient and is the ex-partner of Dragon Rage, that toxic masculine butt face that walked on in and demanded everything at the beginning of our session. So now we are moving on to the date portion. Now, to section this out and make my poor little GM brain easy, I'm going to ask for everybody to come up with either a place or a thing. Where would you take your friend date to? And I want it to kind of reflect who you are as a character. This is a world that has no limits because it's our made-up world. The only thing we've really established is Lord Wonka, the gopher, who's looking for his cane, and that there's a bunch of trees around us. Anything else can exist if your mind desires it. And we are going to follow the order that we've been doing, which puts a lot of pressure on Scout.
Oh gosh.
Our roller skating neon friend.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm between the roller rink and the tattoo parlor.
Ooh. Can a fire get Let's go roller skating.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go roller skating. Yeah, I definitely want to just see like the colors that they change to when they're hanging out around us with all the lights and everything. And also, I low-key want to show off to my friends like how good I am at what I do outside of just like work.
Well,
yes.
Arlo will absolutely film the TikToks for you.
Oh, that's true friendship. That is.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. So I've got this wood theme. This roller rink is set up outside. It is made out of wood, you know. I think there are a handful of beavers wearing neon tights and like mesh tops.
Mm-hmm.
That have not only made this their own, but this is where they spend most of their free time. And a lot of them wave at you, Scout, as the 5 of you kind of make your way over here. Like, hey, Scout, long time no see. You gotta go join the ring with us?
Oh, absolutely. And I brought a friend.
Ooh, the hot one?
Well, okay, I brought 4 friends, and all of them are hot. You're gonna have to be a little bit more specific about that one.
That's all I got.
I will see you later then.
It's so good to see you again. And watch out. We installed a new ramp. And if you want to do any cool tricks to impress your friends, Charles over there did a double backflip. He did break his tail afterwards, so he's in recovery. But phew, the applause, the ovation, the respect, I think that's might be something up your alley there, Scout. But I'll go leave you be.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I'll lead them inside. Oh, a new ramp. Oh my goodness.
So it's like a traditional skate rink in here. Hardwood floor. You've got like your 4-wheeled shoes that everybody can put on. It's like adjustable. One size fits all. You can make them like little and make them long. If you need to install extra wheels, you totally can. A couple of beavers will walk you through the process. I guess my only question is, what color are everybody's wheels?
Black.
Are they like sparkly cosmos black, like slightly translucent, or just like matte black?
Well, I think I thought they were black, and then when I got them out, they actually have glitter in them, like purple and teal glitter, and I'm like really feeling awkward at being so glittery, but you know, kind of loving it.
Yes.
Honestly, kind of suits you.
Oh, we're at a double nice donation. Just gotta point that out.
Yes, nice. Y'all, we are so close to that dono goal. So heckin' close. For Franz for Rainbow Railroad. I love that that's actually what it says. Jess, you're great. Alright, so Scout, Arlo, Jack, what kind of colors you got going on for your wheels here?
I mean, easy. Dusty grayish pink to match the shirt.
Yeah.
So much swag. I feel like, Scout, did you use the roller rink skates?
No. These are custom made. I got them made years ago. Actually, no, I got them made a month ago, and I just keep buying new ones. I mean, I have an extra pair if you wanted to, borrow one. I don't know if they're your style, but you could, I always carry an extra pair on me.
Yeah, I mean, you stay up to date with all the wheels. Like, if you've got some, like neon orange ones, maybe.
Absolutely. And I feel like it's pretty much like all of my skates, the shoe of them look exactly the same, like the sparkly kind of iridescent, like, everywhere. But the wheels, I've got like wheels of every single color. So I just give you your orange. And I've just got like a bright, like yellow.
Who needs a handbag? You just have a giant bag of holding.
It's
and
true.
It's all wheels.
And they've got little pockets on the side of the shoe. It's got everything.
What do you... I don't want to know. I'm just happy it exists, I don't need to ask questions. All right, fabulous. And Scout, can you just how fabulous, how marvelous, how decked out are your wheels?
My wheels are they're hydraulic, so they don't look like the wheels that are like the shoes that you get from the place. They're kind of a little bit taller and they give you a little bit more bounce. My wheels probably have like LEDs in them, and so when I do like TikToks and stuff, it's like specifically you can see you see like words and letters and stuff, or like I don't know, just different colors. And sometimes I'll do like videos where it's like the frame is slowed down so it makes little light trails behind where I've skated and stuff, but they're definitely like LED, super sparkly, decked out for no reason. Yeah.
You just
So
did the
good.
Adult Swim logo. You just finished with that video. Oh my gosh. We're gonna get you caught up on TikTok. Don't
You
worry.
really do.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness. I need this. I really, really need this content. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, Scout, since this is your territory, what do you want to show off? What do you want your friends to enjoy? And Flame Babe has put on a pair of wheels that are red and yellow.
Perfect. I think I'm going to turn on some, like, have them go up and request a like funky song, and then I'm just gonna like encourage. I want Flame Babe and everyone to just enjoy like letting loose and like skating. Like it feels like flying. So I want them to just like feel the beat and start to like fly and like not have to worry about anything. But I also am definitely gonna check out the ramp. Just throwing that out there. But
Okay. I'm trying to figure out how we can best fit this in. Okay, I would like an entice, Scout,
Okay.
from you.
okay.
And we're gonna make this a bit of a group move because you're trying to show off not just the Flame Babe, but like I don't know if have your friends ever seen this skate rink? Have you ever brought them to this place that means so much to you before?
I mean, it's funny you should ask that because the matriarch has a move called Been Around. So when I enter a new location, I can roll plus wit to see if I recall an adventure here or if something reminds me of something I've experienced.
I love that.
Yeah, let's do this. Um, so,
Ooh,
whoa.
yes. Oh yes,
10,
with that 12?
yeah, that's a 12. So 10 plus, you find something you can use to your advantage, and you gain +1 forward to any action using the item. And you may also ask the GM a question about the location.
What would you like to know? Also, I'm still trying to think of like a really funny pun that has to do with roller skates and beavers. And
You gotta be real careful with that
I
one.
know.
I mean, it could just be a damn good roller skate park.
Done.
Ooh.
Anyway, I think the item I get is my actual skates, which I think are a little bit, for some reason, they're a little bit fancier than the other ones usually given by the place. They've got like good grommets. They're not gonna break apart on me. The question I'd like to ask be, what is the one place here that all the romantic couples want to go to? Where's the TikTok spot? Where's the Instagram spot? Where's the romance spot?
So now there's a couple of different rinks. There's like the sweet one with all like the ramps and the flips and the rails. There's the one that's just like a simple circle, oval. And then there's one that has disco spotlight. And like different colors that kind of shine down, like all the colors of the rainbow. And if somebody spins, like you look over, and you've seen this happen before, Jack. This is not new to you, but there is a couple there, and one she holds out like her partner's hand, and the other partner, she spins with her hands like her arms tucked, and it's so pretty. And then all of a sudden glitter starts to pour down from the sky, just really adding a wonderful effect to that. And that is where people go to video, take all them TikToks. That is just the place of glory. It's also the place sometimes where the old people go to skate because it's a little bit slower.
You wanted to entice?
Oh yeah. Whew, am I rolling that?
So the mechanics for this, if you want to pull strings from your party on this, because you're kind of trying to entice everybody, this would be the time.
Yeah, I think that is what I'm gonna try to do. I would like to
You've
do
got
that.
at least one for everybody. So
At
you can
least one
pull
for
up to
everyone.
3 strings.
Okay. So I'll just do for who do I think needs the most enticing? Because I feel like I also have a string on Flame Babe too. I think Flame Babe's like good. Like I'm pretty sure that they're gonna come out onto the rink with me. So I'll just use it on the party and just be like, come on.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right, so that is an entice with heart.
Beautiful. And then when I'm rolling with or when I'm pulling strings, that's not any modifiers, right?
It will be a +1 depending on how many of the strings you want to use. And we can figure that out before or after. I'm not super intense about that.
Cool. So since I'm gonna use all my strings on everyone. So actually, I think Jack will go with me. I don't think that I think Alethea and Arlo, I think I want them to enjoy them and like come out and hang out the most. So
All right, so that'll give you a +2 to this roll.
okay. Let's see. Oh, I wrote a math equation. 2 + 1.
It's 3. Yeah. Oh my word. Killed it. So that becomes a 14.
Okay.
That was
Nice.
beautiful. All right. So, gain a string on them. Oh, so
Get it right back.
you get it right back. I will move those.
Nice. Okay.
Perfect. Let me shift that on the string pages.
Okay. And
Flame Babe claps their hands together. I am so ready for this. Y'all gotta show me how to roller skate, though. I have mostly just spent my life floating and burning. I am unfamiliar with the set of wheels. Who would like to show me first? And everybody here, you are all very into this place, the scene, the atmosphere, the upbeat music that Scout requested. This is a place that your heart can feel safe. Give me a couple second or a 2-second sentence. Ignore the seconds. A 2-sentence explanation of how do you show off? How do y'all thrive here? And I don't know if we should start with Scout, because Scout, you also, I think you wanted to try out those ramps.
I do. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we should finish with Scout's badass moves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Arlo, how do you spend your time here? Do you show Flame Babe anything?
Yeah, so I think this is where you see Arlo most hesitant. It's a little loud. Definitely saw the glitter flying and was like, nah, you know what we call glitter, and I don't want it in my bits. So that's fine. But just seeing the sheer joy of like the enthusiasm of Flame Babe being like, hell yeah, like this place is lit up just like her. And then Scout's got an energy about her, and it's her place. So we're just like, okay, all right. Better with my hands than my feet, but let's do it. And I think you see them hugging the rails and just pretending like I'm just so smooth, but I'm just really trying not to fall on my butt. But it is fun. I'm just loving everyone else's vibes, and I'm like, I'm gonna do it. It's okay. Don't fall on my butt, but that's okay if I do. I'll be cute.
Flame Babe follows you first, Arlo. You seem the safest, hugging the side of the wall. All right, so I see all the mother folks kind of skating around. Is this like a special move where we hug onto the wall? I gotta be careful
Yeah.
so not to light it on fire. Me and wood, what have I said?
Yo, you are just so hot. Okay, so by special move, this is one might say the most 101 move of all, and that's to not fall. We don't light the rails on fire, but we do use them to support ourselves as we figure out how to just I hear it's called a V with our feet, like you push into out. Something with the knees, don't lean back.
Don't
I don't
lean
know.
back. Okay.
Don't lean back.
Okay, I'm really into this, and I love the idea that y'all build these supports to initially help y'all, even for those who don't need help. You've got these supports. This is really nice. I think Scout brought us to a wonderful place. Hold on, I gotta take a picture. Wait, is that place over there with the glitter the best place for pictures?
Yeah, fortunately, that's the best lighting and it has the best atmosphere.
All right, I'm gonna go skate my way around there. And on the way, Flame Babe kind of rolls into Alethea. What are you doing in here?
I think Alethea is just kind of a little bit lost in the moment, and is really kind of enjoying that it's like dark and sparkly and disorienting. And she definitely did some sort of, chug of a Damiana chamomile, like chill out thing, and is now doing that thing that kids do where you're not really skating backwards, but you're doing the wave, like the out to in wave. So she's not picking her feet up because I'm convinced I'll fall, but I'm just kind of like going backwards and like conversing with what is left of the spirits of the older wood of the floors, and just like being like, oh, hey, hi. Hey, hi.
Hello, dear. It's been a while. The wood's quite creaky here. And they all share like vague pleasantries with you. And then Flame Babe skates kind of into you, gently pushing the two of you towards a wall. Oh, whoop! Sorry about that, honey. I'm
It's
having
okay.
a hard time. Could you show me that there move you did? That was very cool.
Oh, wait, the going backwards?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's real easy. You can so if you come away from the wall, you just kind of move your feet so your heels are out and then bring your heels back together. And you have to go slow because otherwise your heels get crossed. But yeah. Do you want me to I can try to skate forward and you skate backwards?
Would you do that for me?
Sure.
Yeah,
oh, that'd be great. So
Yeah.
I take her hands and sort of I do the same thing forwards and like watch her feet so that I don't tangle myself in them.
It's a little awkward at first, but after the two of you are able to kind of get your limbs in order, the flow really starts to work. And the people around the skate rink are very impressed, and you get like a polite snapping of applause. Dang! Oh, this will make Dragon Rage so dang jealous. I have never been able to do anything like this. I don't spend a lot of time with a shape. So the idea that things can be backwards, I live my life omnidirectional.
Oh, well, maybe you should spend more time with the shape. It's a very nice shape. I mean, it's a good shape.
Thank you. I worked hard on this shape. It's my ideal, I ain't really seen a lot of folks around here, so I just picked a shape that felt good for me. I'm glad that you are into it. Your hands are awfully hot right now. You doing okay?
I'm okay. Like she just blushes like completely, like it starts the neck and moves all the way to the top of her head.
Oh, dang. All right. Well, if you need some time to cool off, I think I'm going to go skate over in that direction. I have not run into Jack yet, and I think I could skate backwards into them.
All right. Yeah, you have a good time. Thanks so much.
Thank you, honey. And skating backwards with the new skills that they have learned, Fire Babe is going to skate backwards into Jack. Jack, how have you been spending your time here?
Thinking. Because this reminds me of an old date, an old relationship I had once upon a time. Because I have been here before. It was not nearly as fancy. I don't remember glitter falling down from the ceiling, but it did always have that disco ball. And unfortunately, that one didn't work out so well because they couldn't accept me for me. But that's the past. Right now, there's a present that needs worrying about, and it's not mine. So as soon as I feel like the heat encroach upon my back, I skate around and grab his wrists as I go to the center of this special, overly fancy rink as the music slows down. I know you enjoy dancing, and I know that maybe you did want to be out here with me, but something tells me I'm not the actual person you want to be spending time with.
I mean, this is quite nice. If you could just spin me around for a little bit, I think that would be a delight.
Oh, we can spin around for as long as you like, but I'm here for you. I'm gonna I'm offering emotional support, I feel.
Yeah. Heck yes. All right.
Uh,
When you offer emotional support in a way that could be meaningful to them, roll heart or spirit.
I feel like this is heart, personally.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
Next.
Mixed success. So if they open up to you, which they will, you can either clear a condition, mark XP, +1 forward, or gain insight from the GM about an obstacle facing you.
They choose one, my friend. This is all for you.
Thank you for reading. Hmm. How do I, because I'm an NPC, here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna gain a string on Fire Babe.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Oops. Ignore that one. That one got weird. There we go. While the two of you are spinning and the lights dazzle all around you, there are a couple of beavers on the side of the rink that are holding, like, they have like a tiny pail on a tall stick, and it's their job to like drop the glitter whenever they feel the scene is appropriate. So the two beavers are kind of like watching the two of you intent, waiting if like they need their moment to do their job. And Fire Babe looks deep into your eyes, Jack. How? What do you mean that I am not with the person you think I should be with? Do you know something that I don't know about myself?
I know what love looks like, and I know what love looks like when it hasn't gone away.
I should not like him. He is so bad for me. He kept me trapped inside that guitar for what feels like a long time. I have no sense of real time, so. And like, I would only come out for performances. That is not a way to keep a lover. But yeah, I had the time of my life when I came out. It was so good.
I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna sit here and say that you got to go back to him because, to be honest, you're right. He's kind of a dick. But here's the thing: you deny your feelings, you ain't ever gonna get over them.
I think
The
you are
only
onto
way
something.
when you left that dragony asshole, did you actually tell them that you were leaving?
Not really. He said, I need to light this place on fire because they pissed me off. And I said, yeah, I love to see your face. And he did the guitar thing, and I climbed on the tree and I started to light it on fire, and then he walked away. He said, I'll be back when the place is done burning. And well, I don't know when that's gonna be. Should I go back now? Should I be worried? Does my hair look okay?
Your hair looks fine. I press in very, very close. I think my shirt is literally burning up. Uh, you don't got to do anything you don't want to do, but I think you're heading for a confrontation. And let me just say this: you don't need to settle it with fists or with words, but you got to settle it with one of them. And whatever you do the healthy thing. Don't get suckered in. And I think we're so close that someone on the outside could assume that we're kissing,
Yeah,
but
the
we're
glitter
not.
drops. The glitter drops on top because the little beavers are like, "This is our moment. This is we got to do our job," and they drop like a little pail of glitter over top of the two of you, creating this really beautiful effect as the lights and the disco lights kind of bounce off the reflective surfaces of the glitter.
But I think we still got time. So I think someone over there would really love a dance.
And Flame Babe looks behind himself, and Scout, how are you looking?
Oh my gosh. I think that Scout has been like skating circles around and like, doing her own little every once in a while. I think that the gophers know not to dump the glitter on her, but she's definitely like doing tricks in the spotlight and stuff in preparation for like showing off. Um but she's watched Flame Babe go around and kind of like talk to everyone and is like getting more nervous as she's like, okay, I know I'm next. Hopefully. And so I think that she's just like really stressed out, but like trying to skate and be normal and look cool.
With flames that are now glittering and colors that aren't just red and yellow, Flame Babe has started to take on the colors of the wheels from around you. So there's that soft, dusty pink, some glittering black flames that shoot up around her. And Arlo, what was the color of your wheels again? Because you had them borrowed
Orange.
custom
I
ones.
think it was orange.
Orange, perfect.
Right?
And Scout, I think you had like a multicolor.
Yeah, like multicolor yellow, but like also LED rainbow lights in it.
All right, Flame Babe is rainbow colored, with a little bit more emphasis on a couple of the other colors that are represented in the other folks.
Mhm.
But he skates over to you with this glowing, ethereal, just light about them. And they do a bit of a spin and skate backwards just a little bit and then shake off some of the glitter. I can do more than just hold on to the side of the door, or on the side of the paneling now. What tricks can you do?
Well, I guess it's time to show you then. And I'm first of all, I know that I think Scout is already smitten with oh my gosh, Scout is like 2 times smitten. Let's just say that. But Scout's definitely gonna try to go off of the ramp and just do kind of build up off of what everyone else is like skate backwards, and then do a little spin, go through the light and the spotlight, and then get enough speed to go towards the ramps.
Okay, so I've got 2 things. We will be figuring out your smitten move in a moment, but for
Yes.
this badass moment, I would like you to defy disaster.
Ah. Okay.
Roll with whatever approach you think is fitting for you. Heart, daring, grace, wit, spirit.
Okay. I feel like it's grace.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh no.
Not bad.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
A 7. Could be a lot worse.
Yeah. Way worse.
So you do. I get to offer you a hard choice or a success with a sacrifice.
Mm.
So specifically, what move are you trying to pull off?
I think Scout is gonna go up to trying to go up to the ramp and ooh. It's either gonna be like a spin, like one leg in front of the other so that I can tuck them both in and spin and then land and spin out of it, or like that like cool backflip thing skaters do where they just kick one leg completely over them and then land. So I feel like it's probably the backflip thing. Scout's been working on it for a while. Hasn't really got it down yet, but working on it for a while.
You skate around to get some speed before going on the ramp to pull this move off. And you have in the back of your head that little Charles, the beaver, had attempted this, and it looked cool. Like he was able to do it, but he broke his tail in the meantime. So with that in the back of your head, you're like, okay, I need speed. I gotta make sure this works. I gotta make sure I land it. And you ride up the ramp with your arms kind of pumping to get as much speed as possible, and you kick off and you do those spins all around you. You can hear the little finger claps of the beavers, but then they fall out of view and you're still flying. You had picked up so much speed that you fly yourself out of this skate rink and into a bush. The applause stops, and then the alarm picks up. Oh no, are they okay? Medic, where's our medic? And there is a moment, and a human steps out of a back room. Really quickly, Jack, what does Iris look like?
Iris is Asian. Her hair is always some form of tied up because she always feels like she's at work. But she tends to dress really casually and really cool. She's got a very sort of kind, welcoming persona. but it's a bit overbearing because she is strong, and by strong I mean strong in every sense of the imagination. She's
Yeah.
like, she's actually probably a couple inches taller than Jack, and just almost as broad. So she leaves an impression.
Oh no, I'm smitten with Iris now.
Yeah.
um, Iris steps out in front of the panicking beavers and with a hand on her hips, who's injured? Where? And they all point nervously at the bush. Really? How did they get? Doesn't matter. And very businesslike, even though like she was definitely there to party. She switches into business mode like it never left and begins to crowd over Scout. Excuse me, how many fingers am I holding up?
Um, it's a trick question because you're not holding up any fingers.
Oh dear. Okay. Could I get some water, please?
Yeah, I'm coming right up. I'm gonna take off what's left of my shirt. And good time to mention that Jack is like, their chest is covered with there's scars underneath their pecs, there's scars on their chest, there's scars on their like
Ooh.
very comfy looking stomach, and there's scars on their back too. But doesn't matter if you're looking at Jack or not. Right now, they have a mission, and that mission is to grab as many jugs of water as physically possible and to run over.
There's a handful. There's always beavers filling up jugs. They're busy beavers and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jack, you were able to rush over with Iris, who's kneeling down in front of Scout, like very, very panicked. Arlo and Alethea, are you going to join?
Yeah, I'll skate over and check on Scout for sure. Very carefully, I guess.
And Arlo.
I need a moment, okay? We're not skating past that. We're just gonna. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Scout is in trouble. I will try to focus on that. Yes, I am useless on my wheels, so I'm gonna like slowly make my way over to the bushes and not try to follow Jack.
Perfect. Flame Babe also follows the group, like the two of you, kind of creating this crowd around Scout. And Scout, you are feeling. Oh gosh, I want to mark a condition on you.
Mm-hmm.
Is embarrassed a condition? I'm not looking at the list right now.
I
Insecure?
think insecure, yes.
Mm-hmm. I think that one feels
Oh my
most
gosh,
natural.
you poor bean.
No.
-2 to entice. Oh no.
It's like my whole thing.
Oh no. And I also need you, Scout, when you become smitten with somebody, I need you to say why, and you get another string on them.
Okay.
To move that appropriately. And I need you to answer the question in the Truth of the Heartblade section of your playbook.
Okay, so that is when you become swing. Okay. Why would your romance never last? Oh.
Whoa.
All right. You know what? We are the definition of twin flames. We are in each other's lives to teach each other a lesson, not to be together forever. It's just came in my life, teach me a solid lesson, and then we part ways.
You're like two fires that will eventually burn out, so you have to go your own way.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. All right. The first person you see that kind of falls into focus, you didn't see the hand that Iris put up, but what you do see is a flame that is made out of rainbow colors with a bit of sparkling black and a little bit of this pastel pink that is around where her cheeks would be. And she looks nervously around everybody else. I do not know what to do in these situations. I gotta make sure I don't touch her. Honey, are you okay there, Scout?
I am getting better. You know, there's like a bush and I'm like in it. It's a very weird feeling.
Here, let me do something for you, if I may. And Flame Babe looks over at Iris, who gives like a stern nod. And Flame Babe reaches out and touches that bush that you were kind of tangled in. And in a split second, it ignites. Some of your clothing singes a little bit and patches that look really, really badass. And then in that split second, the bush is gone, and there's nothing but a pile of ash that you are now sitting on, completely untangled from your previous restrictions. There you go. I hope I didn't hurt you.
Yeah, no. Nothing close to hurting me. Interesting. Wow. Scout is, oh my god, Scout is gone. Scout is in outer space.
The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 6 of you are the 5 of you are kind of looking over Scout. And then I think, Alethea, you hear the sound of voices, of shouting. Not too far away at the entrance of this damn good roller rink, you hear a familiar aggressive voice. I should be able to skate wherever I want. You can't make me put those on. If I want to stomp around and light this ground on fire, you can't stop me. And Dragon Rage is pushing some of the beavers around. Alethea, what would you like to do?
I think I would like to go over there. And I think my friend has been hurt, and I kind of went over there with the hope of like helping her, but then all of a sudden we were super exposed and the bush was gone and I didn't know what to do. And so I'm like flustered and have all these feelings. And so I just get up and like walk over to where Dragon Rage is pushing these beavers around and say, hey, this is their home. You can't tell them what to do.
I tell everybody what to do. It's kind of my thing, you know? Just like I'm going to say, you need to get out of my face.
Well, it's a dumb thing, and I'm not going to.
Would you... Also for players, because I always forget about this move, you can call on a toxic power. And that is a roll with spirit. I feel like that is very applicable to Alethea. You have the...
Yeah, I don't know if I want to call on the toxic power of like... Because he sort of represents the sort of cishet energy, and like... I don't know that that's like what I really want to call on in the moment. But I would like to stand up to the toxic power, you know, and just kind of stand back, which I'm happy to do. Defy danger.
I think that or stagger.
No, if I stagger, that's if I get hurt.
This is new to me. I haven't seen stagger since the last time I played this. Okay, no, you are absolutely right. So yeah, defy this disaster, please.
I mean, yeah, I'm either defying disaster because I'm trying to like cow him down, or I'm trying to entice him to stop. And I'm happy to do either approach. But I think this is kind of a defy. Let me find it on my sheet.
I feel like that's a spirit roll because it's about integrity and, you know, willpower.
Yeah. Spirit.
Ooh.
Mixed beat.
Do you want to use any strings? Anybody else? Mm-hmm.
I don't have a string on him that I could use. I think someone could help, could spend a string to help me if they wanted to back me up. But I'm also happy to do a mixed beat. I can take a success at a cost.
All right. So you're trying to tell him to back up, don't hurt these little beavers. This is their place. And he's not having any of it. You have no control over me. You don't know who I am. Do you even know who I am?
Yeah, you're some dumb music dude who doesn't have fire in his guitar anymore.
How did you? Ugh! And he is going to, with the sacrifice, the hard consequence is that he is going to engage you in combat. He is going to pull out that guitar of his. It's a bit of a process. He has to like unzip it from the bag, pull it out, put it over his shoulders, get into position, play like the 1 of 4 strings notes that he knows, and then no fire comes out. Hold on, I got this. And then he takes a deep breath in and bellows fire on you. So now I need to figure out how this works.
So is he attacking with fight, I guess?
Yeah. So if he doesn't have to roll.
I think maybe I have to defy disaster from the fire, and then I can
so.
roll fight back to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I guess I probably can't roll with spirit. Can I roll with wit because I see it coming?
I like that. Yeah, okay. You're smart enough. This isn't your first time seeing this person. Like, you know what a.
Okay, so it's another mixed feat.
Are you trying to dodge?
Yeah, I think I'm trying to dodge.
Okay.
The fire.
Yeah, it's not incredibly difficult. You kind of take a side step. However, right behind you was some like loose overhang of some trees that kind of created an effect for this whole little environment, and some of the trees overhead start to catch fire.
Oh, well, now I'm mad. And I would like to fight back, but I have this ability called Witchfire, which means I can roll spirit instead of daring to fight, but I'm very conspicuous when I do.
Yes.
So I think that Alethea basically, like you had all seen this kind of tenderly sort of light magic come off of her that was like very delicate, and all of a sudden it's like her eyes just glow, and she kind of does the Warner Brothers show hands down out, and like fire of like this sort of like a black darkness starts to come from her, and she is going to punch him. So
yeah.
Let me see how I roll that.
When you seek to incapacitate somebody with violence, daring, or grace. So that is a 9. You choose 2 and your opponent close. Chooses 1. Yeah, so you can flirt or provoke them. You can use violence or your words, create an opportunity for an ally, or take an object from your opponent, or seize a superior position.
Okay, I would like to choose 2 things. The first of which is through violence or cutting words to inflict a condition. And I would like to basically push him back with this fire and have it create insecure. Like he doesn't have fire that was outside, and now he used other fire and it didn't work. And this tiny little goth girl just knocked him down. And then I would like to create an opportunity for an ally, which is I would like to create an opportunity for Flame Babe to come have their moment to say whatever it is that they need to say.
Heck yes. So you go ahead.
I think seeing that, knowing that the time is coming, I think I quickly lean over and say one more time in Flame Babe's ear. Look, change is a scary thing, but you don't get to be yourself until you go through it. Head facing forward. And I really want this roll to work. That's why I'm doing this. I want to try to roll strong in the real way again with heart.
Yeah.
This time I will spend a string. So that gives me a +1, I believe.
Yep.
Oh no, I can choose it after the roll.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, you know what? I did spend that string. Uh, taking +1 to pursue my advice isn't really much, but like I feel that means Flame Babe is emboldened.
Oh, yes. You know, he squares his shoulders. They raise their chin up. Yes. And they look back at the chaos that's happening over there, and then they look at Arlo and Scout and Jack and Iris. And her eyes fall back on Scout. Are you gonna be okay if I go and maybe say some final words over there? I think your
No,
friend might need my help.
absolutely. Yeah, I'll be right there.
Thank you, Arlo. You take care of her, okay?
Yeah. And then like I just try and pass real quick, like the tiniest little cookie. And I'm like, this is all I could make in the time and the chaos, but like this will be it'll make him less angry.
A cookie. I should give this to Dragon Rage.
Only if you feel like he deserves it. But like again, he seems like he's got a lot of pent up anger. So like this'll help with the healing process.
Okay, I trust you. Y'all have been absolutely invaluable to me. I have never met friends that have been so kind, so caring, so willing to show off the places that mean a lot to them. I have never been covered in glitter before. I have never spun around in circles. I have never held on to wood and not lit it on fire. So, no matter what, I just want to let y'all know that I am very grateful for this experience from the bottom of my fiery heart. And back over with Alethea and Dragon Rage. Dragon Rage is on the ground, kind of a little discombobulated, and they are going to shout at Alethea, you. Oh, that's gonna be hard on me. You think that you're so weird? You're nothing. You couldn't be more average. Ha! You think using fire makes you cool? It makes you really, really dorky. And they are trying to use their cutting words to inflict a condition. How does the denial of your weirdness make you feel?
I mean, it's not a condition, but lonely, right? Because that's the
Yeah.
only way I have to connect with the world is with my weirdness. And otherwise, I'm just lonely. So I guess maybe insecure or hopeless.
Ooh, I will let you
Maybe
decide.
hopeless.
I like that
Yeah,
one.
I think hopeless.
I like the feeling of that one. And as Dragon Rage spews his vitriol with his dragony breath, Flame Babe skates on over backwards. This is also grass and gravel. Like, it's not in the skate rink anymore, but like they also don't need to use the ground because they're made out of fire and they do what they want, and they're also magical. And they skate right up to the two of you, and they look down at Dragon Rage. And there's a moment of hesitation between the two of them where he tilts his head, where Dragon Rage tilts his head with his wide yellow eye, and he glares at the difference in Flame Babe. You know, she is no longer that iridescent purple and red that represented everything that Flame Dragon was. Dragon Rage was. I really have simple naming. Flame Babe now looks vibrant and gay and happy and just finally feeling as she's always wanted to be. And with hands on her very cinched waist, she looks down at him. You have no more power over me, honey. I have spent a lot of time thinking. I've spent a lot of time considering, and I have discovered true happiness. I have found out I do not have to burn up everything I see. I do not have to consume people with my flames and then have conversations with their spirits, because let me tell you, their spirits are very boring. Have you met the gopher? Lord Wonka the gopher. Yeah, he got set free, and that's a story for another time. But you, Dragon Rage, We are not gonna be in a relationship anymore. I do not need any more of your attitude. I do not need any more of your rudeness. And lastly, I do not need you to use me anymore. I am my own fire, and I will burn as bright as I want to. Dragon Rage sputters. Fire shoots lightly out of his nose. Spittle kind of out of his mouth. No, you don't get to decide that. Do you know who I am? I should be able to control you. And Flame Babe shakes her head no. She points at Alethea and then back at the crew by the burnt bush. I have met the best friends, and they have shown me that I can have fun. What I don't need anymore is you. You need something to make you happy, and it can't be me. And from her fire, this cookie that somehow didn't burn, it's a little singed now, but that's fine. He doesn't need cookies that taste good. She hands Dragon Rage the cookie, and he swipes it. I don't know what you're talking about. You can't make me eat anything that I don't want to eat. And he gobbles it while talking. Arlo, are there any effects to this cookie?
Yeah. So, like, being the sun hand, I can produce warmth and bake things so long as I have the dough. So I just keep a little in my pocket. And I thought this time around we could manage to do a little sugar crust bun. And the sugar crust bun, it's usually soft and fluffy. Obviously, this one's got a little bit of a crunch to it. But the scent diminishes feelings of aggression in those that smell it and taste it.
It is a whole body transformation. The shoulders that were almost so tense they were like up by his ears, the chest that was puffed out to make himself seem bigger, his eyes that had like dragon eyebrows that were constantly turned down in an angry expression, they soften a little bit, and the shoulders begin to let loosen. His jaw unclenches, and Dragon Rage finally looks around him. I don't feel so angry anymore. This is where did it go? Where did my rage go? What do I do without rage? And he looks over at Alethea. Is this your doing? What do I do without being angry?
Alethea just looks him up and down and says, I don't know, but I think you'll figure it out. And I think it's not our job anymore to help you. I take Flame Babe's arm and walk her back over to our friends.
Yes. Dragon Rage gets to his feet, and finally, taking those first words of advice that Jack said, he is going to leave and go the heck home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Flame Babe returns to with everybody, Alethea in tow, arm in arm. Y'all, did you see that? Did you hear what I said? I did it.
You did it!
Oh,
You were amazing.
Goodness, my flames have never been more hot. Should we go celebrate? And I need y'all to tell me how we can celebrate. Scout, are you okay to stand? I need to see you roller skating again.
Oh, absolutely. And I just stand up and dust myself off.
Whew. All right, so y'all gonna show me at least one more cool thing at the skate park before we call it an evening. And to close off, I need one final scene from everybody. Arlo, how do you end this chaotic day into a perfect night? I think it was always night, but that's fine.
That's good. I think I skate my way over to like the snack stand where there's bound to be a place that they're warming pizzas. And I just kind
Yes.
of shoo people aside for a hot second. I make a proper loaf of bread. And it's like, combine a little bit of the medical bread. I grabbed, Alethea, some of the better tasting tinctures, maybe a little lavender and stuff. And so I make a little friendship loaf. So one, Scout can feel a little more coordinated and a little less hurt.
Yeah.
And yeah, I literally bring it back to break bread with everyone.
Sitting in the circle, Flame Babe takes his piece of bread. I've never had anybody make me some bread before. This is I do not know how to say I am thankful for everything you have done, Arlo. Would you ever like to bake together sometimes? I can get real hot and I can also moderate my temperature.
Yes, I've been meaning to try a little like slightly undercooking the loaf so that someone hotter could flambe it, and it's gonna be a twofold process, and you're the perfect person for it. Whoa. Yeah, we gotta. Oh, I'm so excited.
Oh, this gives me something to look forward to. Thank you, Arlo. Darling, you have just been a delight.
So you.
Alethea, how would you like your scene to close?
I think that I'd like to take everyone for a walk at some point, maybe like as the moon is coming up.
Yeah.
And like around the back, there's this crazy tough, tangy flower tree with interesting berries on it. And I pick them and give them to everyone. And I'm like, they help your memory. They're aligned with like the energy of Mercury, but then also they have those like insert weird chemical here, and they just help you remember a night that's really perfect for what it is. But the coolest thing about this tree, and like she looks around and she smiles and goes, the bats nest in it. And she pulls on the tree and like all of these bats go poof out of the tree into the night.
Oh my gosh. That is a better scene than the glitter. That was beautiful.
Bats are better than glitter.
That should be a quote. Alethea, I do not know how I can thank you. You stood up to Dragon Rage when I did not have the courage to at first. I needed the power of my friends before I could muster up anything. And if there is any way that I could repay you, you seem very natural, and I do not have a lot of experience not lighting grass on fire. How can we be best friends?
Well, we could walk places together that aren't flammable and talk about things.
Would you teach me about the things that I sometimes light on fire? I've always wanted to learn.
I definitely. I love to talk about stuff. Yeah. Yeah, we could go for walks in the botanical garden. There's paved paths and we could talk about the plants and I could tell you all about them.
All right, it's a date.
Thanks.
Jack, how do you end your evening with Flame Babe?
We're already in the midst of the woods. So almost jogging, almost running, and definitely barefoot. Jack leads everyone to a grand clearing in the middle of the woods and silently just lays down on their back, probably scratching one of their scars, and starts just pointing out the constellations and telling each and every single one of their stories.
In a lull in one of the stories that they are sharing, Flame Babe kind of looks over from her patch of grass. There's no grass really left on the ground. It's just like the scorched area, but it's contained. And with like his face kind of like pressed on the grass, they look into your eyes, Jack. You, my friend, I do not know how to tell you that the power of your words have been invaluable. The things that you say, the way that you say it, you have an intensity that not even Dragon Rage could match. And let me tell you, I'm not sure his eyes even blinked. But there is just something about you, and I would like to get to know it a little bit more. Would you allow me that pleasure?
Of course. But I do have to warn you, being alone is kind of hard. And I point out to the edge of the woods where there's clearly like a wolf just staring at us.
Oh, the symbolism. I mean, the stranger you are, the better I think we are going to get together.
I just wink.
And then they tilt their head over at Scout, and her eyes meet Scout's eyes. Now do you have anywhere you want to go or something you want to say to me?
Well, there's a lot of ways I could answer that question. But for now, I think, you have such an intense spark to you, and I think you found yourself more now that you've, gotten rid of dragon rage. But, I would love to just like explore that with you, I think it'd be interesting to just see what all you can find about yourself. And you've learned a lot about yourself today, but, what about tomorrow? There's so much more to learn. And I'd love to be there with you while you figure it out.
I would be honored. Do you promise that we can go roller skating again? I think I want to see you do that flip, but maybe I can be there to catch you this time.
That would be a dream for me, actually.
If, with your permission, if I tone down my flames, could I kiss you?
Absolutely.
And the final scene is our crew of 5 laying in the grass, looking up at the stars, together, and Scout and Flame Babe kissing. And that's Thirsty Sword Lesbians.
Heck yeah, it is.
So good.
Amazing.
Oh my
Amazing.
goodness. Thank you, everybody. I did not know this was gonna be the direction this game took. I don't have words. I just have feelings, and I have all of them, and they're very good, and they're very soft and fuzzy and warm. So thank you. And again, thank you, chat. Y'all have been amazing. Thank you to everybody who donated. This charity, Rainbow Railroad, is wildly important, especially to us Canadians. So anything you can do is just beautiful. I guess we can do our closing speeches. I have been your illustrious GM, the non-binary Busy Bee, B Zelda. You can find me on Twitter as @B_Zelda. I am a podcaster, a streamer, a TTRPG writer, and if you did not get enough Thirsty Sword Lesbians from me today, I am also running this game tomorrow on Roll20 at 2 p.m. PT. This will be a completely different cast, a completely different story. So tune in for some more gay content. Lexi, who are you? Where can people find you? What do you do?
Yeah, so my name's Lexi. You can find me on both Twitch and Twitter at Black Girl Mage. I love playing tabletop role-playing games. I am traditionally a lot of D&D, but I am transitioning more because, you know what? My little heart needs more gay content, and more content in general. So you can find me mostly playing and tweeting about D&D, but also now hopefully some more Thirsty Sword Lesbian stuff as well.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you. I believe it's my turn.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Hi, I'm Jess. I use they, them pronouns. I go by Burst of Hope on Twitter. The O in of is a 0 because I fight a decade-long fight with a bot. Whatever. It's fine. I'm here to give you random features. Most of the time I'm behind the screens. You can find me over at Utopia running production and tweeting on the Utopia account. So it's a pleasure to be here. I'm so happy. My crusty old heart is all squishy and gooey. Ugh.
I feel it.
All right, moving over. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm Janaya. You can find me at Janaya anywhere on the internet if you can spell it, but it's right down there underneath me. You can also find me Saturday nights on Other Doc's channel, usually playing Invisible Sun. And then I also run a group in the San Francisco Bay Area called Play the Bay that does gaming in person. And we are about to start outdoor games in person soon. So if you live in the Bay Area and you're vaccinated, you should come and find out how that works. Yeah. And this was so good. Thank you so much. I just have like so many good feelings right now. I'm I just want to go roll around in them.
Right? Oh, it's too real. All right, last but not least.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you leave a game with like a bunch of catharsis and you leave everything at the door. And sometimes it's all the warm emotions that you keep close to your chest and you don't let go. That's what I'm feeling right now. Can't speak for the others. Hey, I'm Norton Ali Kadir. My pronouns are he, him. You can find me on the interwebs at Werewolf Feels. I'm a TTRPG writer, designer, uh, coordinator so I'm an organizer of both Utopia and Friends Who Roll Dice, and doing a bunch of other cool stuff, including a game on Monday of Monster Hearts 2. We're nearing our finale. It's going to be dramatic, so if you like emotions, please do pop on by. And a brand new game for the month of July every Saturday over on the Roll4 channel. I'll be playing Night's Black Agents, the Persephone extraction, which I'm super excited for. I do love a gumshoe game. Thank you for having me. It's been a joy.
Thank you so much to everybody. And really quickly, I just want to shout out in chat. We have drawn our winner for the giveaway, and it is a Canadian Book Girl, CDN Book Girl, who has won. So I believe the mods will give you a message, and congrats. And like one final, again, seriously, everybody, thank you so much. I feel warm and fuzzy. This game was such a delight. Thank you, Jess, local to me, for organizing it. This has just been everything to me. So thank you so much. Stay tuned. I believe we have another show coming up. If not, Jess will let you know. Thanks, and I guess we can wave goodbye. I can tell you that the game is Scary Monsters and Nice Sprites that is coming up. So really, if you just need more gay content, that's it. Now we'll wave goodbye.